Hi there. I want to give a special Are you ready?
I am ready. Are you ready for a little bit of Friday?
It is a half hour away from the Vinegar Syndrome February reveals. We're getting, hey there, Robert. Welcome, man. A Spanish Giallo box set. We don't know what's going to be in it.
Yeah, which I'm really excited to.
Yes.
Hey, Iceman. I'm really excited for the Spanish Giallo set. Most of all, I think.
And Saul Bass's only film, Phase 4, is directorial debut. Hey there, Film Collector Archive. Welcome. So,
I
Phase
reckon it's
4,
going to look beautiful.
it should. I mean, Saul Bass is primarily known as an illustrator, doing a lot of the early like the openings for like Psycho,
Yeah.
Man with Golden Arm, a whole bunch of movies. But only directed one film and chose this to be the one. Kind of an ecological horror sci-fi.
I'm just glad I didn't buy the 101 Films version. For £8 last week.
Were you looking at it? Were you like,
I was looking. I kept putting it back because I went, this don't look that great to me. You know, the release. And I was like, you know what? And then when Vinegar Syndrome announced 4 coming, well, I'm definitely not going to buy it now because I've already bought it, technically.
Oh, you have, yeah, because you got the subscription.
Yep.
And it's going to be exciting to see where this, what happens. I think this month is going to be a good month. We're getting a release of one of those new titles, right? The Degasser, the Degra.
Yeah, the Gragossi or whatever it is.
The Degrassi.
Gragosser? I don't know. Why can't they just use simple words like cinematographer and, you know, stop being flashy and just say what it is?
Them
shot on video mumble jumbo.
The
Gausa.
The Gasser. There you go.
The
Thanks, man.
The Gausa. That's how I'm going to say it now. The Gausa.
Neil deGasser Tyson.
Oh, and that's how you get it.
Let's see. There been announcements that we can talk about while we're waiting. And speaking of which, before we go to that, though, I want to know: do you have any thoughts on what we're going to get out of this?
I think. Well, you know, somebody I know had made a couple of predictions for Degasser, so I'm going to go with Night Ripper because somebody said that. I hope it is because it's going to be absolute garbage film. But hey, why not?
So Strong Eye and Deaf Crocodile. So you said
they have.
You have the potentially that you're going to be going to try to do 3.
Yes, and Deaf Crocodile might be one of them because Pied Piper was brilliant. Hero of Our Times, I think it was called, was great. Then you've got those Russian kind of, like Sampo and that. Those were from them, and they were good. And what was the other one? Was the Tune one of their releases? Because I got that recently.
Now, here's the question. Now, you've been getting a lot of the partner labels before. So you've been watching a lot of them recently. Has there been one that's been kind of been like, it's an okay, but I don't really feel like going back to it?
Yeah, ATR, because they're mostly documentaries. I find them to be decent watches, but I don't think they're worth outright buying for ridiculous money. Like, I don't think they're worth $20. I don't think they need the slips either. I do like the Golden Eye and the Tony Hawk slips. Don't get me wrong, because they look like the cartridges. I like that. Yeah. And I would buy them for that. But when it comes to the standards, I buy them because I want to watch documentaries, but I buy them because I like the slips as well. But yeah, them Dark Star is hit and miss for me. I like some of their stuff, but some of their stuff feels like it's very mumbo jumbo, like we released this because it was there more than anything. Surprisingly, Culture Shock. I know they're not with Vinegar Syndrome anymore. Yo, Indy!
Welcome back, dude.
Culture Shock's been very hit and miss for me because I had a big, stack of their stuff. So they were quite hit and miss. Some good stuff, some bad stuff.
Obviously, CIP is your favorite.
Say that again?
Obviously, CIP is your favorite because it's Canadian, though.
Oh yeah, CIP is obviously my favourite. Actually, you know what? I haven't watched most of their titles, even though I own them. So I need to get into that really and start watching them. I think the only one I've watched from them recently has been that Christmas Martian. Culture Shock's been good. You know, Culture Shock is funny because they release some decent stuff, but I just haven't been able to gel with it so much. Because I think what happened was they've released, they were on the Late Night Classics ones, really good. But some of the short video ones, I sit there and I go, oh, this is really good. Or, like, for instance, Streets of Death, I think it is, where the woman's undercover. She's undercover as a female lady of the night, right? Outside of a Bible shop.
What?
And you're like, you can't tell me they did that on purpose. You're like, you can't tell me they didn't do that on purpose.
That's out of a Bible
I think it
shop.
says preparing a Blu-ray for 1974 sci-fi film named Phase 4. Thanks for letting us know that, Raf. We didn't know that.
Especially on vacay in less than 24 hours.
I didn't know Phase 4 was coming out on 4K.
Phase 4K.
Yeah, hey,
George,
nice, George, Django, get down from that tree.
We are waiting. We are waiting for the announcement. Just so people know, the Vinegar Syndrome announcements happened there. You can see the. Oh, you used to be able to see the timer up there. Where's the timer at? Oh, there we go. In 24 minutes.
24 minutes, 15 seconds.
We don't want to miss it by that much. Are there any other announcements that we want to talk about in the meantime? Anything you want to? Didn't you get some? Did you get movies? You said you might get some.
I did. I got some movies in the mail.
Let's see them.
All right, let's see them. Okay, so these are all pre-owned. Okay, so nobody judge me. They're all used. I got them in the mail used because, you know, Aaron knows all about it. The idea of collecting something if something's used in good condition, it's worth it. So I got the Warlock collection.
That's a good one. I got that one.
I got this because it was on eBay and he had the slip, and you can't get with the slip now so much. So really? I went, yeah, I'll get this. You know, they also had the Wishmaster collection, but I felt like it was a bit too expensive. And I was like, I really feel like the Wishmaster collection will be released over it eventually from Arrow or something. So got that.
We're doing that. You show the next one while I go. I'll bring it back.
I picked up. I had this before, guys, but I sold it when I moved. And it's Escape from Women's Prison. It's got that really beautiful woman in it. Oh, I wish I could remember her name. What's her name? She's stunning. Giovanni Busodri, is it? Of Emmanuel, Queen of the Desert. Hot. Yeah. Then we've got a classic here, which also has the soundtrack in it. This is another Severin title, and that is Robo War. Greasy. That's all I remember from this film. They're constantly Greasy. Oh, he's got it. He's got the set. It's such a nice set. I was telling you about the greasiness of this.
Robo War. I love Robo War.
Because he always says it. And I got this. Now, I've wanted this for a while. Never seen it. But I was so happy because it was £12 on eBay. And that was Ninja Busters.
Ninja Busters. These guys will
Ninja Busters.
I don't know if I've seen that, actually.
I've never seen it, but it's from Garage House Pictures. So, and it's got a booklet inside as well, which is nice. So yeah, got that. Now we get onto the Asian cinema, right? So we've got this film, but I've got no idea what it says other than Naughty Girls. The Seppo Naughty Girls, I think that says.
So that is a unique cover.
That's yeah, that's Korean. I thought it was Japanese, but it's Korean. We got Hypnosis.
Oh.
Yeah, I like that. The mask is phenomenal looking. Let's have a look. What's interesting is, you remember, is it in here? No. I'll show you in a minute. This one is Prison on Fire 3. Preacher. There's 4 Prison on Fire films, to my knowledge. One came out a couple of years ago. This came out a little while after the other 2. I think a lot later. But I hadn't got it, so I got that. I got a Chow Yun-fat movie of Ching Mo Yor, one of the goddesses of Asian cinema. I used to, let's just say, entertain myself while she was on TV. Right, and that was in Return of the God of Gamblers. Look at that. She's one of the most beautiful women ever. Return of the God of Gamblers. Funny enough, this is the only one that's not on Blu-ray, which is really weird because all the others are. So, and this is one of the better ones. Then we've got Undercover, which has Sean Yu, Sam Lee, and whoever that woman is, because I can't really tell because the picture's a bit dark. But if I open this up, have a look. No, that's not the one. It's the next one. So remember you showed me your
Showed you my what?
mystery science theaters. Your mystery science theaters. Now in Asia, their discs would have discs like this. And if you look, they're printed on.
Oh, yeah.
Really weird, right? But it's really nice. Now, this one is called Chinese Midnight Express 2. But I didn't even know there was a Chinese Midnight Express 1. So I need to find that. But it's a completely different story anyway. So, but if you look at these cases, can you see that they're a lot bigger than standard cases? So yeah, well, I've got a whole load of these that I took out when I moved out of the cases, which now I can't put in cases because the artwork's too big.
It's so weird because it used to be like I remember I used to get stuff from over in Asia, and they'd all come in these jewel cases. They'd all have like VCD types, and they have these kind of jewel cases. Yeah. So I'd have like a whole bunch of them that I'd stack together.
I've only had a few VCDs because I just don't like the quality. Because they're very low quality compared to DVD for the most part, VCDs. But if they're the only, but some movies only came out on VCD, so.
Well, that's the thing. Like when VCD came out initially, like that was like we're talking about the early days of like DVD and stuff like that. Yeah. When they were still, that was the format that was still going over there, right?
Yeah.
I remember getting some Argento.
It still does. You can still get loads of them in Thailand on VCD. They don't do their VCD.
Yeah, I have
it's weird.
One Hin's I think relatives actually visited Thailand and bought a whole bunch over there. My favorite
films of Japan's Yakuza genre. Oh, yes.
What is your favorite?
You can start.
I don't know actually. To be bluntly honest with you, I've been watching the VIP stuff recently again. With the
nice VIP, the Arrow release. Yeah, I got that. I got that in America. I bought it with me because I was like, I'm gonna. It's a good one. What was your favorite one out of them?
I don't know. I'm not finished it yet. I got to rewatch them again because I watched them when I first got them, and I was like, hey, I really like this, but I totally didn't. I'm watching them over, and I don't remember them. Like even though I've seen them, like I'm watching them, like usually there's you get to a point in the movie that you've watched before, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember this now.
Yeah.
Nope. For some reason, nope.
Okay. I would say for me, one of them is Big Time Gambling Boss. I love that movie. I only was able to see that properly recently, like last year, and I really, really liked it. I would say Yakuza Graveyard is a classic. Yakuza Law, which is released by Arrow over there. I don't know if it's released by Arrow over there. That's a decent anthology film. The Battles of Humanity and Honor, both sets, they're well worth the time. Sonny Chiba is great in a lot of the Yakuza movies that came out around that time. Even though they have a mixture, kind of a lot of Yakuza movies he were in weren't actually Yakuza movies. They had Yakuza in them, but they're more a mixture of martial arts or spy or whatever. So I recommend them. I'd recommend Outrage as a more recent Japanese Yakuza trilogy. They're a lot of fun. What's that one called? The Wrecker one. There's one that I released on DVD ages ago. Outlaw Wrecker, I think it was. Then you got Red Peony, 1 to 8. Chivalry of Brothers of Chivalry, 1 to 5.
Thank you, George.
Oh, thanks,
Say-
George. There you are. George in the house. And George has left the house. Ooh.
I predict that we're going to get 3 Spanish Giallos in the Spanish Giallo box set.
Yeah. From the 70s, I reckon.
You know what my favorite Yakuza is?
Well,
it's little time gambling sidekick. Actually, when I did for those who don't know, I did a 2-hour-long video. Like the video is 2 hours long. It took 4 hours to make for all my Arrow releases. That's coming up. It's going to go on Patreon, and then a week or 2 later, it's going to come onto the regular channel. But on the within that one, there's a couple of the Yakuza ones, including Battles with Honor and Humanity, the original set, because I was smart enough to I initially complain about it. I'm like, oh, I can't believe Arrow's doing this type of stuff back in the day. And I was like, oh no, I really want to get this. And it was the kind of Battles with Honor and Humanity that really kind of like won me over when it came to getting.
There's so many of them. I mean, technically,
my kids think it's dry as hell.
Yeah, I mean, technically, a lot of Takeshi Kitano movies like Violent Cop and Sonata and all that are Yakuza-based movies. You know, and same as Takeshi Mike, Stray Dog, and you know, The Agitator.
Like your Dragons.
Yes, I love those games. I've played all of them. They're amazing. They're so much fun. I feel a bit bad though nowadays because they put the English dub on it now, which I think is great for some people. Like if you've got eyesight issues, for instance, and you can't read the subs, but you can see exactly. It's better, but it kind of takes away from it as well when you've played them all in Japanese before. Do you know what I mean? Because the voices are different.
Hellriders 4K treatment.
Yes, that's what we want. Hellriders 4K for life.
Is Hellriders the VSA?
Predictions. So I reckon the prediction for me is today they're going to release Phase 4. I'm guessing a triple Spanish Giallo set. I'm going with what you said there. And I'm guessing they're going to release a VSL, a VSA, and a short video title, and a mystery title, maybe.
It's almost like you're reading something off of Maine. It's almost like, or reading from your crystal ball, we'll say. Hey, Cinema Dave, welcome, man.
Cinema Dave in the house. Indeed, Imprint's really good. I recommend that because that's the Monsters of Horror short film, right?
Yeah, that's the one that was outside of this.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
because you put them all together except for Imprint. Imprint was like that extra one.
Yeah, that was a good one. I really like that. That was probably one of the most disturbing actually in the series.
Billy Drago.
Oh, I love that guy. Do you know what? They need to release his Symphony of Rock movie. Because he was in a movie of Symphony of Rock. I can't remember what it was exactly called right now, but he was, and that needs to come out. Somebody said the other day on Facebook, I've nearly completed my whole Symphony of Rock Blu-ray collection if they release Symphony of Rock out. And I was like, if that's the case, you obviously don't know how many movies she's actually been in.
Yeah, she's been on a lot of films, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you go with the classic ones from the 80s and 90s, there's tons. You know, because by 2002, really, she was getting up there in age to do, you know, all the crazy stuff. Yeah. I mean, she's still great now, but I mean, Imprint wasn't in the, You
had to buy it separately. It was, I can remember you see
I just knew it was part of the series.
Because you had to buy when you got them, it had a slipcase, and you open it up, and it had like the director card, like the director, like a trading card.
What are your favorite sci-fi classic?
I would say Mr. Penn. Well, I'm gonna go with Phase 4 because honestly, I don't think of a lot. I can't think of. I've got a lot of like Vinegar Syndrome, but nothing stands out.
What about that double pack one? What about that double pack one with the?
I got that. It's not Mutant War. You mean the Mutant War one?
Scanner Cop. Yeah, Mutant War. What about Scanner Cop one?
That's like Mutant War. It's not classic sci-fi. That ain't classic sci-fi.
A lot better than Mutant War. A lot better than Mutant War.
It is not classic sci-fi. It's sci-fi, But if I
You
wanted,
sound like Donna. You sound like Donna. Classic sci-fi is like from the 40s and 80s and 60s. And
the 80s, not from the 80s, dude,
yeah,
not from the 80s, and I'm definitely not. 80s was only 10 years ago. I'm telling you, man.
you're classic. So you're classic now.
Here, I feel that I'm 60 minutes away. Asian cinema, by the way, Imprint with you wanted to talk about that? Do you remember?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the 3 films they've announced, right?
Yeah.
Imprint. Okay, we can talk about that.
I'm actually kind of excited.
What's interesting is,
go ahead.
What's interesting is one of those films they're releasing, to my knowledge, only just came out late last year. So it's a brand new movie, which is incredible. For a new partner, new label, like sub-label, I mean. There it is.
Yeah,
Lost in the Stars. Okay. So
we'll look at Lost in the Stars first because that's the newest one.
Yep.
That's a young and sexy
Hey,
cast.
dude, face, you're in the house.
So it's consensus. I like Phase 4. I really do. It's a surprising choice, but it's one that I expected maybe in a VSL or something like that, as opposed to just a regular release.
Well, see, this came out in 2023. So this is one I'm really looking forward to. Now, originally, I was like, I might just buy the Asian version of this from Asia. But I'm actually thinking about getting this version.
Hitchcockian crime mystery. That sounds good. That sounds cool, man.
Yeah, because I love that artwork. Imagine if that was one of the partner labels today.
The Sea is Watching is number 2, Akira Kurosawa's Final Tale of Love.
Oh.
Now this
that's going to be. If I was you, I wouldn't buy that because it's going to be in your massive 4K Blu-ray box set.
My massive.
You know the one you said was coming.
Well, he didn't direct that movie, but okay.
You said Akira Kurosawa.
Yeah, I did, but if I'm right, that was directed by someone else, wasn't it? Kurosawa's Final Tale of Love.
Oh, it was written by him.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. There's a few like that, but and Sadichi from 2003, kind of like the remake Sadichi.
I actually like this. I actually liked it. The ending is hilarious. It's really good. It's a really good film. Very good film, definitely. 89.95 for them. If you're in Australia, brilliant because you get free shipping. If you're abroad, you got to pay like $40 shipping. Australian dollar shipping. So yeah, heads up. I'm thinking about buying all 4 of the next month's releases, but I don't know. I might try and wait and see if a sale goes up.
That's the killer part of it, something like that. I'm trying to see if I can actually get my thing to charge.
Hey, dude face. While you're here, I just wanted to say thank you again for the donations around my birthday. I was able to get 3 things of it. I got a mini series and I got 2 Blu-rays. So I just want to say thank you again for that. Excuse me. I'll tell you the titles, but I haven't got them right here.
I have to say this, so because you rag me on these titles, especially Japanese titles, all the time. So The Sea is Watching came out in 2002, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, correct me if I'm wrong. Kurosawa died in 98. So you expected the zombified Kurosawa to come back in 2002 to
you were reading that and dude face turned on. I got distracted.
Sure. There we go. But yeah, no, it's I don't know about the 3 titles. They're interesting. I would have preferred more kind of more classic Asian cinema.
Yeah.
opposed to like this newer stuff?
I'm happy. I'm happy with what they've announced. I mean, Satoichi is one I expected, to be honest, if it weren't somewhere else. Because that's a big number one to start off with, even if it is the Katana one, because it's got a big fan base, you know. Ian and Yo are all here turning the piss. Hey, May! And so, I don't know. You know, I think the one out of them I'm really looking forward to is the new one that's coming out. Because I just like the way, I like the Hitchcockian. I watched the trailer. The trailer made it look really amazing.
Had to run for a second.
No. The trailer makes it look really good as well. You know, that Hitchcockian one.
Oh yeah, that's probably the one that interests me most, ironically, and that's and is the newest one.
Mm.
But it'd be interesting to see.
It's a new one coming out from because normally when they come out in Asia, normally they come out there first, and it takes a while for them to be released, like by World Go USA or something. So I'm quite excited by that, but it does come out in March, so that is quite a while away now. It's like a month away, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's because it's February the 1st right now. So
It's 4 minutes.
is it
4 minutes, guys. 4 minutes.
Are you ready to figure out? Are you ready to be no? I was going to say be disappointed, but honestly, this looks like a good layout of film. So that we're going to see.
Well, I'm disappointed, but I haven't got my subscription yet.
That's right, you didn't.
No, I didn't get my sub thing. I got the side stuff, and I even got the VSU. But I didn't get the Sale Week stuff, and I didn't get my shirts, and I didn't get the sub.
Oh, thank you, Maddie. Actually, I really like these glasses. I really do. The two pairs I got.
Ooh.
Hey there, Shay. Welcome,
Hey, guys, did you get the... Okay, yeah. I got Little Darlings, but I didn't pick up Red Rock West because I already owned it. I would recommend Red Rock West because it's a fun movie with Dennis Hopper and Nicolas Cage in.
That's a good movie.
As for Little Darlings, I don't think I've ever seen it, and I bought it. So,
oh, really? Let me know what you think.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching it. Yeah, I just don't like the plastic things that hold them. Who's calling me? Hold on, someone's calling me.
Oh no, that was that close to a copyright strike. We are only like 3 minutes away. Well, he takes his important call from the ghosts of Kurosawa. There we go. See if you can hear me. But I am excited to see where this will eventually buy Little Darlings on sale minus the slip. Passwords from Everly Brothers. We have such different musical stuff. And you know what comes up for me? Like what my ringtone used to be? It was just it was some Marinus Trench music anyway. And I had some Chris Cornell as my like ringtone at one point. As we wait 2 minutes, if you want to, guys, put in your ringtones. Well, put in the name, what your ringtone song is, if you got one. So I would be curious. We got the Gazer video coming out, which is a shout on video stuff. I was talking to Jason Benet earlier, and he said he's one or two or three that they thinks it's going to be Batman the Animated Series. Oh, that's cool. That is a cool one. I've seen After Blue, 2021 Swedish sci-fi film, and 3 volumes of Forgotten Giallo. Ringtone's just phone ringing, like an old school phone ringing one. Hey Ryan, welcome out. That is what I am here for, and hopefully we can help you find some good stuff today. Hopefully you like the stuff you got. Hey there, Wave, welcome out. Oh yeah, I gotta do that. I gotta say the YouTube stuff. Like, share, subscribe. Super chats, super sticker, donate if you want to, but above all, enjoy yourself. That's what we're here for. So, it's a trumpet. I wonder if there's anybody out there that would still have like something like a Mambo number 5, like as a as their theme song, as their theme song, as their ringtone. There's like a ringtone like on my phone that is kind of very similar to George Thorogood's "Bad to the Bone," and I think that's what Hin uses for me. So we're 20 we're almost 20 seconds away. I'm going to see if I can get your comments up here so that I can actually look at this, because I am. Hello there. Do you know?
Hello, I'm back. How rude. Someone called me doing a stream. Don't do that again. I don't like that.
I don't like when you're streaming like
powers. Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Is it up yet? Come on.
Oh, what's it gonna be? Oh, there it is.
Why am I not getting anything? Did you get anything?
No, because I looked. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
the Playgirls and the Vampire. What the hell?
Okay. Okay, titles are. Where are the titles? There's one title. That's it, guys.
Oh no.
Go to. Put it in US dollars for it, because not a lot of people here are from you. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. All right. So let's see what we got. 5-card stud.
Holy moly.
Oh wow. This is a favorite of mine. So let's start off. Where do we want to start? The Gasser one is.
I'm so happy.
You should be.
Let's start. You know what? Why don't we start from there first, and then we'll work our way up? Yeah.
You see this?
I ain't got a clue what that is.
It's not your subscription. You're okay. It's a unique take on Mexico's possessed doll subgenre. Has been hailed as the country's answer to child's play. Okay. It has a commentary and an 11-minute interview. So not exactly wowing me with the special features on this one.
Wow.
Let's see what we got here. Hopefully I can show.
I like the cover. I like the slip. You know, I think the slip's nice. But...
Is that the quality?
Yeah, because it's shot on video, isn't it? It's shot on video title.
Yeah, nope.
You know, this has been upscaled as well. So, damn. Hey, Keggy. I don't know if I haven't frozen or if I'm frozen.
Did we go for a second?
Oh, there you are. Oh, I thought that was you. It's okay. So it was what? Okay, that was me. I froze.
I think we both went. 5-card set is a fantastic Western. It's got a great theme song, actually. Dean Martin, Robert Mitchum. I love this one. I've loved this since I was a kid, actually. I remember watching this with my dad. Really cool Western. This is a great release. Strongly recommend this one, guys. If you've never seen it, you've seen this, right?
No.
Oh, dude, you're in for a treat. Look at that. Look at that there.
So it's actually a good film.
It's a really good film. 5-card Stud's an excellent film. Think of it kind of like what's the word use? Kind of a serial killer, like slasher film, like a whodunit.
Are you still supposed to be sharing the screen? Because it's us two.
I was supposed to be sharing the screen, but you know what? Here we go.
Ooh. Yeah, so yeah, I'm happy with that one. I'm definitely gonna pick up 5 card stud.
Thank you,
Hey,
dude.
thanks, dude. Thanks.
I've released that Vinegar
Appreciate
Syndrome
it.
5 card stud. By the way, guys, make sure this is one. This is a VSL I do recommend picking up. Just to show you guys what I mean, like when I say this is kind of like serial killer slashery. Hold on, look at this picture right here.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's a really good movie actually.
It's got the guy as well. It's got the guy, the main villain from Live and Let Die in it as well.
Oh yeah, he's in it. Yeah, Fed Kodo.
Yeah.
Roddy McDowell is in it.
Oh,
Great.
God, no, it moves. It moves. See, A Man Called Hero, right? This stars Ekin Cheng. And this is one of those films that I almost bought last week from Asia. And here they are, Vinegar Syndrome releasing it. It's a good
Save me
film.
some money, man.
I
Save me
recommend
some
it.
money.
Really good film. And I get a nice poster with it. That's Ekin Cheng on the cover. And if you look on the back, that's Yun Bu as well.
This could only be better if it was A Man Called Rainbow. And if anybody knows what that movie is, shout it out because a lot of
Jerry
people
Lamb
don't.
there as well. That guy there, the bald guy with glasses, that's Jerry Lamb. He was in the Young and Dangerous series with Ekin Cheng as well. And Anthony Wong. I told you they'd keep releasing out movies of Anthony Wong in, and there he is.
You got some Anthony Wong deal going on, man. I'm kind of digging this one here, Playground of the Vampires. I'm very surprised, like pleasantly surprised that
Oh,
this
it's
is
black and
coming
white.
out. Oh yeah, it's an older film. It's 1960. Now this one I know from my dad, because I think it's the same dude from Bloody Pit of Horror.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
See, look at all those playgirls, and somewhere along the
Ooh.
some
There you go, Playgirls dancing.
dancing. Ooh, he might be the vampire.
Ooh. Oh, nudity in 1960.
That wasn't nudity, was it?
Yeah, well, if you zoom in on it, you'll see it's a
You saw
breast.
nothing. You saw nothing.
Indeed. Hey, indeed, you take it easy.
Hey, I'm missing all the comments.
Whoa,
Hopefully
200.
we can get
Is
some of this
this
stuff down. Yeah,
So this is
these are bad
the
releases.
this
I'm
is the
happy with
Spanish
these releases.
Jelly set.
Yeah, so we got Night of the Skull. We got Violent Bloodbath, and we have the Fish with the Eyes of Gold. The fish? Okay, well, I
With
guess
the eyes. Oh.
Evelyn Scott, William Berger. So we have some good ones there. One of these by Night of the Skull is by Jesus Franco. So Jess Franco
Hey.
himself. So I got a good old Jess Franco from 1974. So
Wow.
that is pretty cool. Yeah, this is a cool set, man. I am so
Hey, dude, thanks, dude. Dude donated $5. Said, did I see what I think I saw? Yeah, you did. You saw some puppies.
You saw some Spanish vampires. But thank you, dude, because thanks to donations from Dude and George, I'm probably going to need it because this is probably going to be good. You know, it's true.
I think I'm a bit disappointed with this set because it looks like it's a 2-disc or 3-disc set. I was hoping it'd be in a box set, like the Forgotten Jolly ones. So I would go with them. Nice.
Well, they're kind of going to more towards leaner stuff, aren't they now? Like I've started to notice that.
Yeah, I don't like that. I want them individually in different cases.
Well, you just can't have it.
I want that. I want individual cases. Damn it.
Well, you're gonna have.
You're gonna look through the pictures.
No. Am I gonna look through the pictures? I'll look through a couple of them. You go ahead. You look ahead of me, please, so that I don't miss anything. So that I do miss.
Hold on, let me have a look because I like the back cover. That's really nice.
Cool. That is really
with the towel. Come on, load so I can say because it's taken a minute. Okay, let's have a look. So, is there any? Seeing. Okay, the first view are quite safe. There's no nudity on the first view.
I wouldn't expect there to be a lot in
nudity.
the Spanish ones because the Spanish ones a lot of times are tamer than the Italian stuff when it comes to
Yeah,
like if you remember the
true.
Spanish one that came out from the first Forgotten Giallo set.
Oh,
What's the second one? The Murder is one of 13. Um,
oh, yeah. Well, I can tell what one's the Just Vanka one because I see Lena May. That says it.
you got to have some Lena Romay. I think you not have it. Let's put. I got to just put her picture up on there because you know it's going to be.
So,
There you. Oh, what the hell?
yep. She's gorgeous.
That's not what I put on the screen. Yeah.
Why is the guy wearing a frying pan on his head? There's police officers wearing frying pans on their heads.
Hey there, Olivia. Welcome. Olivia Newton-John. I like that name. No, I'm digging the set. I do because of the space issue that I've had recently in the condo, where I'm trying to like have enough space for certain releases. I dig when they do these kind of like slimline releases. So I'm okay.
Big bush. Yeah.
big what?
I'm very happy.
Like these releases are really. I'm not so digging this here.
God, I hate that.
Yeah, I mean,
that's horrible.
Phil Bass himself would have done better than this, to be honest with you. I think he'd be a bit disappointed.
Oh, I think I could have done better while going to the toilet. Hey, Jimmy, the lip.
Ooh, that is some close-up ant pictures there. Look, he's vaping before vaping was.
Oh, he's vaping and smoking. No, he's hardcore.
Hey, Jimmy, welcome, man. I mean,
think out of all of them, I think Phase 4 is probably the one I'm a little bit about.
Well, there's two. There's a preview version, 89-minute preview version. There's a 84-minute theatrical version of it on here. There's a 40-minute making of documentary with, which is actually kind of cool. It's a new documentary. It's a nice set. I mean, if that's part of your, is that part of the ones you're getting? Come.
Yeah, basically what I'm getting is the Playgirls of the Vampire, the Spanish set, Phase 4, and then the other 3 are ones I can buy as extra on it.
I think they're
definitely buy A Man Called Hero.
I would say A Man Called Hero is a good one. Five Card Stud is an excellent film. That's kind of a slasher Western film, kind of a thriller Western. Yeah, not so much on the other one. The DeGosser stuff really hasn't really gotten me too overly excited. But it said there's another scene promotion. Spend $100 in a single vinegarsyndrome.com order and receive a $10 coupon. So there you go.
That's annoying because I should have waited and then bought my stuff in the deal. Oh, what's that? Blind Faith. Death Crocodile Bubble Bath.
Blind
Cowboys.
Oh, I don't think it's going to be hard for you to choose this
Man
time.
on the Brink. Man on the Brink. What the hell?
Well, it's kind of we'll get to that one. So let's go one at a time.
Oh,
we got Blind Faith, and I think
I like how you went down. You saw the picture and you went, "Oh God."
Yeah, I'm like I feel like you'd have to have Blind Faith to buy this movie. You gotta really have Blind Faith. I think you can skip that one, Malcolm. I think you're good with that. Deaf Crocodile.
Yeah, I think so.
Bubble Bath. 1979.
That's a bit weird.
79-minute Hungarian film about an anxious hippie alley cat or an Eastern European Frank Zappa in a tux. Okay. So far I'm mad on these titles.
Yeah, these partner levels don't look too good this month from what I'm looking.
Carpet Cowboys.
Death Crocodile, because I'm looking at the pictures. Oh, that was a nice animation one, actually, that Bubble Bath one.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, it does have nice animation. What does look boring is the carpet capital of the world. We find the unsung creators behind the psychedelic carpet linings casinos, offices, and hotel hallways. These visionaries are shaping the ground beneath our feet.
What?
It's the Carpet Cowboys.
Is that a documentary?
Yes, a bit carpet.
Is
People make carpets.
the motion picture goes. God, is this a new partner label?
Yeah, I think so. Memories. They're
That's
doing,
awful.
aren't they?
Well, I know I'm
Yeah,
skipping that then.
everything to entertain you. The story of video headquarters. A video headquarters?
Oh my word! What is going on?
Keene, New Hampshire. The story exists for 32 years. What? It's 60 minutes long. I got it. Do I have a feeling that, dude, is this on Tubi?
I've
Because
got a feeling it might be.
I'm not going to say a couple of documentaries did show up on Tubi. Now, if you really like
I'm skipping that and all.
Man on the Brink, this is one you're excited about.
Man
right
on
here.
the Brink. Yes, Man on the Brink. Absolutely amazing. I'm so glad they released this because, again, this was another film I was going to buy. And I'll obviously rather have it in a like English friendly, release so that I can show the cover off and everything. So I'm really happy about that one.
72-minute like screening like conversation. That should be interesting. I'd recommend. This is one I'm going to recommend, man.
What one's that one? Night Siren.
Dark Stars, Night Siren. So let's see what, like,
what's that one like?
Is snakes washing her hair? What the hell's going? Are snakes pissing on her hair? What the hell's going on?
It looks that way, doesn't it?
In a remote village, two sisters grow up at the mercy of their abusive mother. A terrible accident happens when the eldest, Sarlata, escapes into the woods, followed by her sister, Tamara. Otalia, a Roma woman living on the outskirts of town. Is this Hansel and Gretel? Is blamed for the girl's disappearance and accused of witchcraft. 20 years later,
Sounds like it. It sounds like Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah. I don't know.
Some stuff back as well.
New one. Oh, we're coming to what obviously is a quality one. It's going to be a CIP release. Let's check it out. Regine Padavani. Already, I'm captivated.
You know this film?
Totally. Yeah. No, I don't remember. We do have the Barbarian Invasions.
American Genre Film Archive is still here.
Yeah, no, that was a rumor that didn't turn out to be true.
Okay, that one's a bit weird.
This one's not bad. This one has a bit of an interesting thing, but I'm Canadian, so it's going to be something that's a bit more interesting to me. Now, the American Film Genre Archive one can. What the hell is this?
You look at if you go down, it's about a thing that grabbed the nation.
The Rockefeller explosion is a true story. Another documentary. Before Chuck E. Cheese, before Chuck E. Cheese, this was a nightmare fuel. Is it a good documentary, Ryan? So Ryan's seen the documentary. That was 2008. So yeah.
Ooh. It's only 72 minutes long as well.
That's one thing that it's got. There's a vintage Toon Machine skit, a vintage Willy Rabbit skit, a vintage Pizza Party promo, and a vintage Uncle Clunk promo video.
Well, what I know is why the hell did they get a partner label that's all about carpet?
No, I bet if that's a Carpet Munchers, you would totally be different.
Yep, definitely.
But people eating like carpets and stuff like that. That's obviously what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Simon Killer.
Well, that Simon Killer is an IFC release.
Yeah. No. Not that's a bad film per se. It's a sale film. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A lot of films in this month's thing look terrible.
This is like you thought. Oh man, it's
like
really
you look
hard.
at this next one. Dice's. You look at the next one and look at the pictures. It looks terrible.
I mean, here's the thing. Well, this is one time we have to say this, and we got to give
Hey,
credit where
Dark
credit is
Sidious.
due. Vinegar Syndrome has definitely outshined the partner labels this month, in my opinion.
That's true. Hey, look, Dark Sidious and Alex are both here.
Alex, welcome, man. It's Carpet Cowboy still available. I don't know, Darth Sidious, because it's such an compelling title. Like, there's going to be people like rushing for car. Wouldn't you? Would
Look at
it
these
blow your mind?
pictures. Look at these pictures. They look terrible. Look here.
You're blue and you don't know where to. What in the blue hell?
I mean, oh, I mean,
What am I
what
watching?
is this? That's what I want to know.
In the oldest known work of literature, an educated man named Encolpius wanders around ancient Rome with the slave Gilton, getting into every kind of trouble. That's not what it looks like on the screen.
It's what you
It's
call
the
as well.
adapted
It's only 50 minutes long.
This isn't Fellini, like famously adapted by Fellini. That's great. This isn't Fellini, guys.
It's 50
Umbrella
minutes long,
Entertainment.
right? And it's in English.
This is not what I
What is
expected.
this?
I recently did an Umbrella video for the guys that I'm seen it. But yeah, I wouldn't have picked this as one of the Umbrella releases. Like, I'm so glad that those like
What the hell is going on here?
it's topsy-turvy world. It does.
Is this another documentary?
Already, Darth Sidious, about whether all obscure media needs to be preserved. This is, man, it's gonna be so hard. And it's not gonna be hard for you to choose three. It's gonna be hard for you to pick three.
Yeah, it's
like what three can I? God damn it! Now I got to get three. Three film. Wait, that's totally wired.
Oh, wow.
Nathan Silver. This could be good.
What is this? This is 3 movies of people. But it's 3 things of people just walking around.
What is this? What is this cover? Oh.
This is ridiculous.
Hugging the movie. Nobody will be seated after the third hug.
New York Power, Super relies on the kindness of friends. Oh, that's very generic, isn't it? Look at that. That's a great listing.
Soft in the head. Soft in the head. The choices for half these titles. Like, you know what? This is one of the ones I would actually consider. I'd like these kind of indie art housey, like relationship, like slice of life films.
Yeah.
I would pick this up over a lot of the other stuff. Like almost all the other stuff. All right, we got 2 more to go. You got to get better, right? Nope, no, they don't.
Well, it's a family of traveling sideshow performers as they traverse the harsh conditions of the Depression-era America on a bloody search for eternal life.
The way you said bloody search made it seem like totally like in the UK way. No bloody search.
Oh my word!
The body rots to dust.
Satan's called the zombie army.
Which is pretty.
What the hell? Oh, got a lot of quality of that one.
No, don't do it, man! Don't cut off your finger.
You look at the quality of that zombie army. It's almost as bad as the other one.
I'm unlike you. I'm not a big Saturn Core person. Like, I got the documentary and I stopped there. I'm like, I'm good. Oh God, are you serious?
Look at that. That doesn't even need to be on Blu-ray.
Is that a WCW wrestler from like? It's the Yeti.
No, it looks like it looks like the Abyss. It looks like Abyss. Arriving late here, but just want to chime in that I'm. Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Day one.
You know what?
Day one.
It's better than all these here releases. I got to say. It's just Tubi on the bottom of where the Rome slip doesn't really. I got to go back.
Oh.
Does it really say Tubi?
Right there. That's it. With the line at the bottom, look. Tubi original. It's right next to the yellow veil bit.
Oh, okay. It's a tube original, guys. Like, what the Holmes is an Adams Family picture.
This is ridiculous. What the hell?
Dude, can you find 3 out of these? Like, in all seriousness. Like, I know you're going to get Man on the
Well,
Brink.
I've got one.
You got
I'm
one.
definitely going to get
Get
Man on
one.
the Brink.
Yeah.
Oh,
Honestly,
and it looks like there's another shot I'm going to get as well. I'm definitely getting 5 card stud because that's a big recommendation.
yeah, I'd save.
And I'm getting
on like,
a Man Called Hero. And I think I'm going to pick up the telephone shirt.
oh, there's a telephone
I
shirt.
really like that.
Let's look at the merch because I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Let's check.
They like that, the yellow one.
Oh, cute. That's cool. I like that. The telephone love. Oh, I like that hoodie. Oh man, I'm a hoodie guy.
It's nice, isn't it?
The Vinegar Syndrome, like Tammy the T-Rex isn't too bad either. You can always, for $144, get a Vinegar Syndrome LED sign. Yeah, I ain't having.
There we go. So it looks like this is going to be my worst month ever when it comes to purchases.
But here's the thing: think of it this way: you can purchase, like, you've saved some money, man. So that if anything good comes out from another label, like, you're already off to a good start. Because like, you're getting like 3 movie like Spanish box set right at the gate. One of them's the Jess Franco one. You get the Saul Bass's only film, the Playgirls and the Vampire, which my dad actually really liked. I remember my dad liking this one. 5 card stud is one that I actually really enjoyed. The Hero, Man Called Hero, you already know that you like. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7. 7 like releases. One of which is a 4K.
Well, I skipped the documentaries as well because I was just like, they're so short, they're not worth buying. Do you know what I mean? They're not worth buying at all, really.
Really, like as Wave said, like, it's a great month for Vinegar Syndrome releases. It really, really is. It's a great month for Vinegar Syndrome releases. It's not such a great month for the partner label releases, but it's okay because we've had a lot of times when we've been on here and the partner label releases have really outshone the Vinegar Syndrome stuff. So what you want to see, people come they want to get partner label releases, but they want Vinegar Syndrome. It's the Vinegar Syndrome website. People pay a lot of money for subscriptions. This is what I want to see. As somebody that like used to have a subscription to Vinegar Syndrome and like doesn't anymore, like months like this make me think about like, hey, maybe I should invest in the future with a Vinegar Syndrome subscription. Yeah, because of this, because stuff like this. This would be like a total killer month for me. Spanish Bloodbath set, yes. Playgirls and the Vampire, hell yes. Phase 4 on 4K. Yeah, it's a classic. There you go. And I went about 5 card stud and got it for 50% off.
I'm just putting my order through. Just put my order through because
I got a feeling Hen would pick up that like doll one. It just seemed,
I think she would.
Like, she made me go back to the store to pick up my Huck Hall. So do you think?
That is weird. What's going on?
What's going on?
For some reason, I'm not getting my discount.
They heard you were talking bad about partner labels, and they're like, screw you. No discount for you.
Oh, seems like a throwback month. Great month for thing. Yeah, VS has been great. I think the VS thing's better, but then that doesn't really say much, really, when you think about what they're going against. I mean, I like it, but
I think I'm more of a fan of this month than you are, actually.
You probably are, actually. I'm happy with the stuff. I just think the partner label stuff feels like a lot of old rubbish this month. Which is gutting, considering I was hoping.
Well, no, I was just going to say, like, what I had to say about this here Spanish box set too is like it's 34, like it's like 51 Canadian. So by lowering like the size of the sets and giving you the same like stuff that's in there, uh, we're
Yeah.
getting a set for $50. It would probably be like $70 or $80. It'll be like $50 or $60 American. So in that way, I think it's good to get these like leaner sets to bring the cost down, but especially
Hmm.
when I just saw something on the news like apparently in Canada, like grocery costs are going to go up like 10 or 15%.
Yeah, that's a good point. I will be honest though, I feel like Vinegar Syndrome is slowly cheaping out on us, and I think that's going to cost them big.
Like,
I really do.
I mean, like, do
Well,
you think of this as cheap,
they're
or you
I think the box set quality is cheaping out because somebody who got the latest Forgotten Jelly set
yeah,
said that it was a thinner material, and if I'm honest, I think that sucks because I don't think people should have to. I don't think people should have to deal with less quality in order to apparently save money.
dude,
You
face bring
know,
the five
but
card stud, yeah, and bubble bath.
I'm just always pick up bubble bath.
I know we don't. We
It
have
actually looks good, actually.
five card
Yeah,
studs.
bubble bath.
In my head right now, this theme song, the five card set is playing.
Ooh,
Like that's how much I like that.
let's do this. Yep. Okay. What I don't like about Vinegar Syndrome as well is
He says on a Vinegar Syndrome.
right is that let me just get this right. Okay, is that I just think that you should be able to use all your coupons if you've got them. You shouldn't be able to only not use like $50. I've got like $140 worth of points, and I can only use $50. Ridiculous.
$50. So you'll get like, so you can buy like, so but $50, you can get five card stud and a man called hero, right?
Yeah, that's what I did. So I got a man called Hero. I got 5 card stud, and I picked up a couple of the partner labels, which were Bubble Bath, A Man on the Brink, and there was one other I picked up, which I
What?
think,
I want to know.
yeah,
What the hell else do you pick up?
the one I picked up was the free movie one.
Okay, yeah. Then I'll forgive you. Anything
I
else there
was
was
going to
not
pick up when I saw Umbrella. I was going to pick that up until I saw what it actually was.
Yeah, no. Nope. Nope, nope,
So
nope, nope, nope.
yeah, I just think it's ridiculous. These partner labels. Can't you just do multiple? You can do multiple orders, but I just can't be bothered. I'm in a stream. I can't be sitting there doing like 5 orders. But I would do if I wasn't on the stream. I probably would have done that, mate.
This seems like a bit pricey. Look at that. The 2024 partner like package. So 2024 package is $195.
That's actually cheaper than it is on the. That's actually cheaper than they put on the thing for the subscriber thing.
Really?
I believe it is. Let me have a look. If I look at our video, I can tell you.
How expensive are these getting?
Okay, remember that's got the VSA and the bonus and the VSL in it, right?
Manny
So
says it's
if
my
I
fault. Here's one. Now,
Ooh.
here's something. My better half will make me pick this up later on. So you'll be glad to know that this is totally seems like her type of film. Anything that's wacky and crazy, and some of the other kind of like the foreign horror releases. If it's Indonesian horror or Bollywood or stuff like that, she's down with that stuff.
Let's have a look. So I'm looking February. It said for the three things, it would be $159.94 MSRP, right? But if you
Thank
bought the three, if you bought, oh, thank you, dude.
Thank you, dude.
If you
Okay.
bought the 3 movies in that bundle, you actually got it cheaper.
Really?
Well, you think about it, right? If it's 159 normally, right, with the MSRVP, right?
Yeah.
And then you get this one with the 3 things, you basically cost you more. What's this? First time I've been interested in every VS release for a month in a long time. They did great. We'll wait for a sale for some of them. Picking up the Spanish set today, maybe a partner title. I don't know.
Okay,
If you pick up a partner title and you're,
I got to say this. I got to interrupt you because I have to say this, and I got to go full screen for this for a second. Are you ready? Are you ready? So me and Wave
yep,
are on the same
right.
length. We're on the same wavelength.
Right, but now you broke up there.
Oh, we're on the same wavelength.
Oh, what happened?
You heard me, man.
Well, I thought you broke up. When did you say you broke up?
There we go. Yes, come here for all the dad humor. Alex booing me. Hey, Alex, I'm a dad. We're gonna have dad humor.
Oh God, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird, the partner labels. I normally get excited for them, and I don't normally pay much attention to them either. I just go, okay, that goes in the cart for the most part. But this month, it just felt,
thanks, Alex.
Painful.
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely painful.
Yeah, like we're looking at them, and each one, like by far and large, seems a little less impressive than the one before.
Yeah.
But Vinegar Syndrome, Spanish Bloodbath. I want more of this. I want this to just be a volume 1 of more volumes. I want more of these. Kind of like the Hong Kong horror set that they did. I want to see more volumes of that as well.
Yeah, I want to make the Hong Kong set, but they're not doing enough one, are they? At the minute, they're just doing the. What this tells me is they're going to be releasing a lot more Hong Kong stuff if there's 2 Hong Kong releases. I mean, it was Canny that released Man on the Brink, right? Anyone seen the films in the Spanish set? Looks interesting. Let's go into Morocco's Got Talent for a comedy set next month. He could pull that off as Abbott Costello. Hey! Thanks, mate.
Thank you, man, my friend. $5 for those 5-card studs. Matt, are you calling us the 5-card studs?
Hey!
There you go. It's a great song. I think Dean Martin sings a song for 5-card stud. Man,
it would surprise me since he was a singer.
And it's a really, really good movie. Like super stoked to see it. I gotta just check something here. Because it's been so.
While it looks up, I'll say this, Alex. I haven't seen any of the titles in the box set. To my knowledge, just some under other titles, which is possible.
I'd have to look at a little bit closer at the Jess Franco one because me and Jess Franco.
That's what I mean. Could have been a different title, but they do look good.
Robert Mitchum turned down the Wild Bunch to make 5-card stud.
Oh, nice.
Well, I'm not sure. Well, like obviously, Wild Bunch is a bigger film, so I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, but what I mean is, when you think about 5-card stud, it's actually got a really good cast when you look at it.
Oh, yeah.
Which is surprising for normally VSLs and stuff.
Like this is a really, really good one. Definitely recommend it. It's like strong recommendation on this one. If you've never seen it,
I would say the biggest disappointment for me from the Vinegar Syndrome only stuff would be the Phase 4. Phase 4 looks, the cover.
The cover is disappointing. I'm not going to lie there. Here's the thing. And this is my thing. Malcolm was like, I interrupt you again. But
so rude. I tell you, so rude, guys.
I'm so rude. Damn it, man. What am I?
I'm always cutting in.
Is that you've got the Cell Bass who is known for like his amazing presentation, and this is
It's
how
a
you
prank.
decide to present his only film.
It's a prank. It's
Period.
annoying. Ah, but then that's the problem, isn't it? With these sets where they've got like 5 covers in them, technically, like this one, and then the 2 on each side of the slip inside, and then you've got the one inside that with the reverse on that side. It's like, oh my word.
But this is like on the outside. This sucks.
What's the back look like?
Let's find out. Maybe the back looks better. No, crying out loud. This is so lazy.
There it is.
Look, that's not even good inside of it. Okay, there you go. That's the original artwork. Fantastic.
Yeah, but that's what everybody say. Oh, look at it.
Oh,
Scary.
it is, no, like the quality of the film looks amazing. Like this is not like a fast, like paced sci-fi for those who've never seen it before. It is definitely more what you call an introspective science fiction.
I don't know where you were. This is one of the fastest paced. This is
Yeah,
if I put this up
like
there
Star
with
Wars,
pace, I'd put it up there with Alien. Right, Alien, incredible movie, like Alien, and I would say it's a mixture Alien, Galaxy of Terror, and Star Wars, but with
See,
ants.
if you're gonna really commit to the joke, you should have said Aliens, because that's the action movie one.
Ooh, no, because there's no tension in Aliens, which makes it boring.
I don't know.
I do think Aliens is awful. Where you going?
Do you think Aliens is awful?
Yeah, I think it's
is.
too actiony. I think it's too actiony. Don't get me wrong, number 3 is horrendous. Number 2 is too actiony, and it makes the aliens just feel like they just keep coming. I don't like that. The best part about number 2 is when Ripley's got the flamethrower thing and she goes into the Mother Dem bit. That's the best bit of that whole movie.
Darth Sidious is booing you.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, number 1's the best until you see that silly effect of the alien flopping outside on the door. That's the worst part of that movie.
The way that came
I
out,
just love the first one's horror. Question for you, right? I know you probably won't get them straight away, but will you be picking up the James Cameron Blue 4Ks?
I've heard stuff, good and bad. I've heard some negative stuff about them, so I'm waiting to see more. I kind of want True Lies, and like my least favorite is, I'm not gonna lie, is Abyss. Like I was never a massive Abyss. But I think
have you ever been in the Abyss?
Oh, totally, man.
Have you ever been in the Abyss? I've been in the Abyss.
I
knew a woman years ago who just looking at her put me in an abyss, and I struggled to get out of it again.
See, I thought you were going to do the joke, man.
See, look, you keep telling me my joke's gone. Oh.
I thought you were going to go much dirtier with the jokes, that's all.
Well, technically, it was a bit dirty because she was dirty. But there's some bad processing from the screenshots.
I mean,
keep it PG. Yeah, he's only 12.
Exactly. There we go. Aliens is such a blast.
It is such a blast. Can't agree, yeah. And it has some genuine scares. Aliens is garbage. You know what? I can't trust him anyway. He likes Halloween toast, so I can't trust what he says.
Oh, Matty, you're never gonna live it down, man. You're never gonna live it down. I gave a fair and balanced Halloween 2 review during our Halloween game. Fair and balanced. That's me.
You liked it too.
I mean,
no. In all seriousness, my problem with Aliens is I watched the first one. I love the first one. I think the first one's an incredible horror movie. Right? It's a great setup. There's everything in it that makes it so different to other films. So it just brings it into this exciting kind of horrifying feeling. When I put Aliens on and I watched it, and it was like these commandos and all this, and they go in there and the aliens keep coming and they're shooting them, and you see the aliens constantly coming. It's scary in the sense of, oh, look, they can't stop them, right? Because, at that point, because they keep coming. No, it wasn't. It wasn't a pinnacle. It was garbage.
So what I'm getting from this, if I can paraphrase, so just to get what you said when it comes to Aliens, you didn't like Aliens at the time that you watched it because you were going commando. That might have hindered your experience with the film.
Okay. Well, if everyone's got it, I'm going commando right now, actually. So, you know what? I'm going to stand up with my. I'm going to stand. Go on.
How do you feel about Terminator 2? T2.
Compared to the first one.
Yeah, let's do that because you said Alien, you didn't like Aliens. So
sure.
T2.
I think the original. I love Terminator 2 as an action sci-fi movie. You know, where the Terminator's chasing after them. I love that. But I prefer the first one because the first one is more cold. It's more, it's more claustrophobic. It feels like it could turn up at any time. And the scariest part about the first one is the bit of the eye where it's still going after it. No matter how destroyed it is, it's going after it. And you see that eye crush. That is so terrifying, especially if you think about it at the time sci-fi wise. As number 2, to me, is more of an action kind of buddy movie. And you kind of feel really emotional for John Connor when Arnie, does the thing he does. Because I don't want to spoil in case people ain't seen it. But I do think that they're both equal, but in different senses.
This is where I'm going to slightly disagree, respectfully disagree. Though I think Terminator is superior. I'm not going to lie. I think Terminator is a great slasher horror film, and so is Alien. By the way, it's Halloween in a spaceship.
Sure, yeah.
But I think T2 is a magnificent action film. I don't think it's
that's what I'm saying.
Good as the first film. But I do think as an action film, it's great in the action genre.
That's what I mean. I'm saying, if you separate them in the different genres, they're both good for what they do in the different ways. And that's what I'm saying.
That's very fair. So you feel
you can't really compare them. Yeah. No, not about Aliens.
Right, Aliens gets
the only thing I like about Aliens is when there is the bit with Ripley where she's, got the girl and that, and she's like, and you got the aliens, and they go, what I like is, okay, so in Aliens, there's this bit where the aliens come out like Cenobites, right? And then they back off like the Cenobites. And it's like, and you're like, it's a cheesy movie, right? And it's fun, but it's not as good as Alien. Alien 3 sucked balls, right? Nobody wanted to see those bald guys running around and dying. Right. Number 4 is fun in an action sense, but it's absolutely cheesy and low in the feeling, and the rest of them, I mean, the only one that's just as good as number 1 in my view is Alien versus Predator.
Well, Alien versus Predator.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Nah. I mean,
when the Predator's running with her, I was hoping the Predator and they would get on.
Alien versus Predator, the 2. Now that's some quality filmmaking of that.
Aliens flips the tension of the first film. Instead of not knowing where is it, they're surrounded constantly, which breeds anxiety. It does if you haven't seen a million movies that look like, but do that, and that's the problem. My problem is this: these movies, and especially nowadays when they redo them. And stuff, they feel like they use the same formula over and over again. More doesn't mean better, right? Sometimes less is more. And that's what I like about Alien. Alien has a lot less thingy, but it does it well. It's got the tensions, it's got the lighting, it's got the whole atmosphere. You've got the fact that it actually feels. AVP2 is wonderful. I love the part where you can't see anything due to it being too dark.
That's when it's really amping up the tension.
My favourite part in number 1, because I don't like Alien vs Predator 2 Requiem. I don't like that, but it's so cheaply done. What I like about number 1 is I just love Safe and Latham, is it her name?
What do you mean? I heard Saturn's Course putting it in vs Predator.
I wanted when he takes that mask off and she looks at the Predator, she goes, "Nice." Right, and I was like, come on, let's have a kiss scene, like romance kind of Grease style, right? Especially when they're running, would have been nice. AVP, I played the video game of AVP and I enjoyed that more.
Probably better effects too for some of them.
Mm.
Just saying. I mean, this is how exciting the partner labels are this month. I thought, oh man, we're gonna be talking about these partner labels for so long. We're talking about aliens and Terminator.
Well, yeah. Well, you know what? They are partner labels. True Lies is one of my favourite Arnie movies.
That is a really good one.
I love that
And it's
movie.
not just because
Do
of that
it
amazing
slowly.
sequence.
Do it in peace, Amara.
I was
Yes.
watching Columbo the other night, and it was
When
a
are you
Japanese
not watching? Hold on. When are you not watching Columbo? That's what I want to know.
right now.
I swear you have that on repeat
Right now.
constantly.
But like, I was watching it, and Janet Leigh was in it. So she's older, and of course she's, but she was
Yeah.
a dancer back in the day, and my God, what she has the dancer's figure. What an amazing, like wonderful, like she
Oh,
had.
yeah.
It blew me away because she plays this older actress, right? So kind of this, almost kind of a what's the word I'm looking for? Like from Sunset Boulevard type, kind of like that type of thing, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
But she is stunning and stunning.
So you were there, sitting there. Was him with you at the time?
Oh yeah, we're watching together.
So you're sitting there like this, you're watching it, and all of a sudden you're like, boing, oops. I mean, whoa.
No, but we both kind of comments like, "Wow, she really, she really stood
Yeah,
the test."
stunning.
She is.
It's like when I saw it's like I watched Singing in the Rain. Darth Sidious last year, well, not last year, the year before, sent me Singing in the Rain. Sent me Singing in the Rain, and I watched it with Dave Wells. I was like, wow, she was super cute when she was younger. Because I'd never seen anything. All I'd seen Dave Reynolds as was an elderly woman. So when I watched her, now it's like, wow, And to this day, I still sing the Good Morning song constantly when I get up in the morning.
So you don't sing "Make It Laugh"? Make him laugh?
No, just Good Morning.
I don't know.
Well, that's what I do every time I go there, make him laugh.
Yeah. As long as you're not singing it in the bedroom, you're okay.
Well, the wife does laugh at me in the bedroom, so yeah.
There we go. Mm-hmm. So, what is your pick? Pick them up. Pick them up.
My pick of the month from Vinegar Syndrome.
From Vinegar Syndrome, yeah.
Out of all the titles,
yeah, there can be only
just
one.
The main ones.
Out of all the titles that they've announced.
Okay, well, I would probably pick the Spanish Bloodbath collection just because it's 3 films. I'm not sure if I've seen them. A Man Called Hero I've seen before, so I'm not going to pick that because depending on who you are, it's hit and miss. Five Card Stud, I've never heard of it until you talked about it, and it was thingied. So I'm looking forward to that. But
I think
Spanish Bloodbath. Spanish Bloodbath I'd pick. What would you pick?
Well, honestly, Spanish Bloodbath for sure. If almost on that precipice, almost at the same height, is 5 Card Stud. But they're like Play Girls and Vampires good. Like The Man Called Hero is a good movie. I guess the wow of the month is the presentation for Phase 4 for me anyway.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to watching the Doll one. I just wish the quality on it was better.
Did you buy that?
Yeah.
I thought you did only buy one order.
No, I said I was only going to buy 3 partner labels. I didn't say I wasn't going to buy the other ones.
So you bought Herencia Diabolica. So Death Bomb's going to be happy with you then. So partner label releases. Give one. Well, your favorite. Give your favorite, and I want your wow of the month for partner labels.
All right, my favorite is probably going to be Man on the Brink.
All right.
And my wow is probably going to be the carpet one.
Wow.
I agree. Know who the hell thought, let's release a carpet. Every release is going to be about carpets. What the hell?
It's Chagadelic, man.
That is a BSL, Matty. I mean, what's next week? Tiles? Oh, yeah, next month, memory tiles. Oh, Cowboys. I mean, what the hell?
I mean, yeah, I'll gotta agree. Like, I can't go much different on here. I'll try to choose. You already chose Man on the Brink. I'm gonna try and choose something different.
You're not going to pick the
God.
Canadian pitcher one?
No, actually, I don't remember it. I can't. So I can't like rightfully pick it. I'll say that Totally Wired has me interested. So I'll pick Totally Wired to just be different. And
Okay.
the Wah Wah Wah, I can't be any different. Carpet Cowboys, it sounds like something you do when you're a kid and your parents aren't home. So just saying. Oh God, you've
Blind Faith.
corrupted me.
I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised you didn't pick up Blind Faith in that choice because that looked like a really good title.
My faith is not that blind.
Now you've got your glasses, new glasses. You're not going to have that Blind Faith. So
There we go. When I'm doing these videos, most of the time, guys, like I'm blind. So these are my glasses for seeing close up. Uh, if I want to see far away, I put on these. Now the thing is that when I put these on, I can't see anything that's on the screen at all. It's just one big blur. So for the longest time, I've been literally like wincing and trying to see the screen and just putting things on there, which has been really, really hard. So for me, like having glasses where I can actually see the screen and see close up is has been revolutionary. It's massively going to change.
yeah. While we're here, do you want to talk about the podcast?
Oh, you mean the no name podcast?
Yeah. Do you want to talk about it a bit?
Okay, yeah. So I have started up on Patreon. I want to do a regular podcast as well, which we're going to start. But we've started up the No Name Wrestling podcast. The second episode was taped today. Runs about an hour and a half long, and we go into Raw Rumble, the scandal, which we won't talk about in here, but
Yep.
you can listen to it on Patreon. What I want to do is once we bank some things in, I'm already looking to see what we can do about getting the No Name Wrestling podcast and a Call to Cinema podcast on to Spotify and Apple. So I'm looking into some websites for hosting and that. And once that's done, I'll let you guys know. Anybody that's on Patreon, they can listen to the podcast as we put them out. I think we've got a good chemistry, which is the reason that it came about to do it like this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I think that when it comes to the idea of going into film as well, because I had a lot of fun with just the wrestling stuff, and that's not normally what we get heard about most of the time. But there's been some interesting stuff recently. But when we get to talking film and just getting into a lot of stuff, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So keep an eye for it, guys. And if you're on Patreon, please listen to it. Even if you're not a big wrestling fan, just to let us know, give us some feedback. Let us know what you think of it. What do you think of the kind of the back and forth, the way we do it. Death Bomb obviously knows podcasts. So I would say, guys, if you've never listened to it, give us a shot. I would put one of them here on, but it uses a different format for the podcast, like audio on YouTube, which is the reason we haven't put one on YouTube.
Yeah. But eventually, you might be able to hear maybe like a short kind of preview kind of thing at some point.
That's the thing. Like we can do it. It just gives me options sometimes. Once we do an actual Call to Cinema podcast spot, when we got a few of them done, what I'll do is I'll put because you can do a 5-minute preview on even if you don't have a Patreon, so we'll do that. If you still want to do the draft for 2023 discoveries, I actually really do. I just got back, and obviously things have been a bit crazy recently. We would have done it before, but because I think this would actually make for a good podcast. Malcolm,
Huh?
me obliterating you in a draft would make for a decent podcast. I'm just saying.
No, you can't blame me. We've learned this already. I'm the king here when it comes to this stuff.
When it comes to the draft of 2023 discoveries, or I don't know, man.
Both. You check the challenge. I can always be out there. Don't worry. Unless he cheats like they did with the Tarzan thing.
I think somebody cheated at the Tarzan thing, and I don't think it was me.
It was your dad. Your dad looked it all up before he got on, and that's how he beat me.
My dad is a frigging encyclopedia when it comes to those films. It's insane. Man.
Oh yeah, they were of his time, weren't they?
Yeah, like
I can't believe when he named all the bloody Elvises. I was like, all right. I was like, beat me fairly, yeah, and with respect. Nope. Got to name the other 33 as we go on.
He knows it. Like he knows the stuff. I mean, like you wonder, like,
yeah,
talking about this, where I got it from. That's where I got it from.
Yeah. Well, it's good then, isn't it? It's good teaching base and stuff like that. To be fair with the Tarzans, you know, like I said to you before, the only Tarzans I'd ever really seen properly were either rip-offs like George of the Jungle, the Tarzan Disney films and stuff like that. So it was not the best time for me. But at the same time, to be honest with you, I didn't really mind. You know, I don't mind your dad beating me at anything, to be honest.
Are you saying you didn't watch the Rocco Siffredi Tarzan film?
What? What one?
Rocco Siffredi.
I don't think so.
Oh, I think he did one. Just saying.
Mm.
He did a lot of those type of stuff. The clown movie translates to diabolic inheritance. Imagine receiving a possessed doll as your inheritance. That would really suck, wouldn't it? Like you got like this really rich like relative, and you're like, oh, they're giving you, and you get, and your cousin gets $1 million, and you get Chucky Jr. Like, oh, you really like,
you know what? You know what? I've been looking at a lot of places recently. There was a house I saw. Right, you pay £6,800 a month to live there. Right, it's a converted mill. Right, and it's got this beautiful back garden. We're talking about like 1.5 acres of land, and every room looked beautiful, stunning, big, proper bathtub. You imagine when you're rich and that, you know, it's incredible, right? And I said to Donna, in case people don't know, Donna's my wife. I said to Donna, I said, you know, if you paid a whole year there up front, you're looking at nearly 100 grand. All right. If you also bought stuff for it, you know, like some furniture and stuff, 100 grand. And then imagine keeping the lawn cut and that for a whole 1.5 acres.
That's the same thing.
Well,
I thought you were going to say so. And I looked at Donna and I said, you know how many movies I could buy?
You know what? This is what I keep saying to her. I look at what I could do for good things I could do, and I go, how many movies would that be? Like, we could go on an escape room experience for £100. Yeah, but I could get 50 movies for about £2 each of that. You know.
Sadly, what do you think the titles?
The titles, I will say, I think the titles are good this month. From who's coming now? Whoa! I think the titles are good this month. Phase 4, could take it or leave it. The case more so sucks. Spanish Bloodbath, I would have preferred if it had been in the 3 discs in the case, because I thought it would have gone better against the thing instead of a cheap out. But that's Vinegar Syndrome for you. Ooh. I'm going to be honest with you, Matty. I'll be honest with you, Matty. The only sweet pad I need is my wife. Ooh. Well, should we have a nice takeaway tonight? Think how many movies I could get for that? Partner labels, baby. Exactly. Actually, do you know what? Every time I have a takeaway, true story.
Sweet pad is your wife.
Yeah, I did.
Because that comes. Okay. Just saying, man.
Yeah, because she, you know, well, it was supposed to be a innuendo kind of weird thing.
Very weird.
But yeah, whenever I get a takeaway, I always think, okay, takeaway's about 40 quid now, right? And I'm like, okay, I could have got 2 of the latest movie releases with that. It's annoying.
Well, we picked up. We were watching the African Cup, and we totally bombed. Morocco bombed in the last game. They didn't bomb, but they choked.
Oh, so that's what they were watching. I thought they were watching you play the GM mode. I was like, why did they all come over to watch him play that?
Wrestling game, yeah. So, so we watching the Moroccan Cup, and we ordered I think we ordered 5 pizzas from a really nice pizza shop here, some tiramisu and stuff like that. So it was nice. It was a good night. That was the same night that I did pick up the game, though. By the way, well, my mom actually got me for early birthday present.
Talking about game-related stuff.
Yeah.
Right. In London, they've got a Persona 3 special event going on where you can get special Persona dishes in this Japanese restaurant, and they give you 3 pins afterwards. And it's going to April. Something about May $10 there.
Like you think that you're thinking you're going to get your pin, but in actuality, it's a Japanese restaurant. And the sumo wrestler's going to come out and pin you.
Well, can you imagine that if they just grabbed me from the chair and threw me down and just went boom? The pain. Okay, so do you remember what's next month's releases?
I don't, but I think you got it up there on your screen, right? Read it out.
I've got it up on here, and I will say exactly. So, March is supposed to be. March is supposed to be. Oh, excuse me. 4K debut of an acclaimed CGI anthology, which I believe is Doctor Terror, because I looked it up and it's a 60s movie. So I believe that's what it's going to be. Peter Cushing and that.
Well, they're doing a lot of older stuff. So
Singapore Sling, which originally I got excited because I thought that was going to be the Sharon Tweed movie. And then another on disc 8 is Italian horror double feature.
Ooh, that could be good.
So I've got a feeling that it's going to be a bad month next month.
Well, Singapore, 80s Italian horror double feature could be. There's 2 ways that could go. That could be really good, or
really bad.
That's a bad.
What about? Shall we talk? Shall we talk about? Shall we talk about television quickly?
Yeah, because did you get some stuff recently from them, or?
No, I've got stuff coming from. So television has been doing a lot of announcements lately, not about media, but about how they're trying to sort things out more. My Slashers is on the way finally. Alex will be happy about that. And so is a whole lot of other movies that they're supposed to release. Yeah, see? Yep, that Shannon Tweed movie is incredible, and I can see why they would talk about it in your movie circles. It's incredible.
Yep.
Especially James Hong is phenomenal in it. And but yeah, television, I think they're going to be doing some announcements soon. It was the Shannon Tweed one.
That's the good one.
That's the good one, yeah. Hey, you said that 1990. I thought you said 1990s. I was going to say, okay, all right, mate, you got me. All right. Oh, Halloween 2 lover. But no. Television, I think they're going to be doing some announcements soon, which is I'm curious about for a couple of reasons. The first reason, they've still got 20 they haven't released yet. But they said Gator Bay, Black Cobra 1 and 2, Gator Bay 2, Deathbed Massacre, whatever, it's all this stuff. And I'm hoping because they got all these City Lights ones, and it's exciting days for people because I know Benet's excited for them, and I know some other people are. I'm hoping they actually have some bigger ones like Slashers, for instance, because Slashers is something, but to me, phenomenal, right? But I feel like all these companies now are starting to cheap out and get these really, really cheap, crappy movies, and it's starting to annoy me.
What do you mean? I mean, all the partner labels just had these amazing movies, like the fascination with laying carpets.
I'm telling you right now, if I was a multi-millionaire, hey,
dude,
thanks, dude. I'm telling you right now, if I was a multi-millionaire, right, I
You buy
would buy all 2,000 copies and send them to you, right, and say, there you go, use it as carpet.
And
I
then
tell
I
you.
had to that's what I would totally do. I'd actually put them on the floor like, and I'd do like, come on, I'm making an amazing video, man. I'm
So
making an amazing.
yeah, this month's Polo is probably one of the weakest. Do you remember a weaker one?
It's already of last year. Oh no, partner labels. I mean, okay. No, this is the weakest partner label month, like since it started, like hands down,
Because
because
the
your hands aren't going to be up
documentaries,
on labels, partner label titles. That's for sure.
because the documentaries are really short, right, as well. And to me, that sucks. Not because they're short, but because when you look at what's on them as well,
Well,
you know.
Yellow Veil, which is a company that I kind of like some stuff that they do, and their newest one's a Tubi original. I'm like, mm.
To be fair, when you look at the Tubi original one that they've got, it does look like it's in their vein of film. When you watch things like Knocking, and is it Knocking? Was Knocking one of theirs?
Malcolm was one of those. Yeah, that's my first Yellow Veil I bought.
And what was the other one? The blood one. You know, one where she's killed the guy. The blood I have on my hands.
Yeah, I remember that one. But what they
Yeah.
should do, if you're gonna do a Tubi, I'm sorry, if you're gonna put it your first Tubi original, better friggin' be the double feature of Terror Train and Terror Train 2. Because that I would buy the hell out of that title. I'll tell
Oh
you right.
god. Or it should have been the house setter 1 to 3. I'd buy the Tubi originals if they released them properly.
Here, we talked about this earlier. This is the way to save. This is the way to save it. Next month, every partner label, you know what they need to do? You ready? They need to each release at least 1 to 2 Lifetime movies. Like, take everything
Hey,
else and put Lifetimes. You buy them. Come on, get the Lifetime
I
movies.
would.
Obviously, some VC Andrews there, man. So I got Flowers in the Attic, Petals in the Wind. The Heaven series.
What we need is who could save the partner labels? Well, good films.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Well, good like films. You know that is, don't you?
Carpet. More carpets.
As the mind and genius of knowing these labels, you should know well good films like is.
I think that the next thing that they need to put out is one on wallpaper. Because forget that. Because what, man? We've got carpet. We need wallpaper.
Tiles could be the third one.
Windows, hinges.
Yeah.
Who hasn't wanted to see a documentary on
door frames?
Door. Oh,
door frames.
Yeah. I'm
Butler passes. Well, good films like, in case people didn't know, was Nick Box. That was his company.
Oh, really?
But it was his film was Well Good Films. Like, I think it was Well Good Films or Well Good Films. Toilet seats, perfect. Talk about toilet seats. We had to get our floor taken up today. In the utility room, the guy chipped the tiles away, opened up the lid, and it was like this. It was like this deep down, and there was this big pile of rotten there.
Yikes!
And when he opened it up, and I went, "Oh nah." Well, I went, "Look." So that was quite funny.
It was like all copies of that carpet.
Yeah, that was all down there.
Yeah, it was all copies of the carpet film. So
I mean, why would you, as your new partner label called Memory, make a first release of a thing called Comics where it's going to stick in people's memories not to buy from you?
Well, they're
going to feel like you pulled the rug from under them.
It's nice one. I like that, actually. Dad joke.
Oh dear. That's brilliant.
I get more uncut. You get more dad jokes.
That's true. That's true. It's going. So now, I want to ask this, guys. Have you got any questions about any of these releases, or
Yeah,
Anything in
for real.
general. You ask them.
This is question period time. When people start to think of questions, I got to grab my pills. I'll be right back. So,
Sure.
thing of being epileptic.
Have a look. You know, you said toilet seat stuff, said yes. What about toilet seat covers? Because that would go well with carpets, you know, kind of keep it in the same setting. What is the meaning of life? I can tell what the meaning of life is. I like this, mate. This is a great question. The meaning of life to some people would be success, money, just doing whatever you like, basically. My success in life is this. Try to stay healthy, right? Which I wish I could do more for obvious reasons. Because I think being healthy is an important factor of life if you can. The other thing is to try and understand nature more if you can. You know, this is something that Darth Sidious is very good at because he explores nature and lives in a beautiful area. So sometimes he'll send me pictures and I go, oh, I need to get out more because I ain't done that. But I think the most important thing in life is three things to be meaningful. The people you have in it, whether that's family, friends, or loved ones, as in a partner, right? You find them, you're happy, right? Two, understanding who you are and always being yourself and who you are to yourself. Don't ever feel like you have to be what other people want you to be, because even if they don't accept you, you'll never accept yourself. And number three, whether you're with a man or woman, always try to shag them, because that's what you have to do. Because if you don't, you lose the momentum of the real meaning of exercise. Okay, so you know, like for instance, the plumber was here early and he was on down and there was me grabbing Donna's bum and like this, you know. But I think the meaning of life, all truly, is knowing who you are, being yourself. Don't ever feel like you have to hide anything, because if you have to feel like you have to hide who you are, the only person you're hiding along one is yourself. Because the moment you accept who you are and what you want in life, realistically, the rest can flow forward. Now, when it comes to the sad parts of life that we can't control, like let's say, you know, like I saw that. Do you know what? I keep getting tempted to buy them. I think the key is basically when it comes to other things is great answer, Malk. I was expecting you to simply say 4K.
What do you say?
When it comes to the things around us that don't really, you know, we can't really think, is try not to let that stick in your mind. Don't try to think it, because at the end of the day, if you can't control it, right, then you're stressing over nothing. As long as you can try and control what you're doing in the right way, go with it. You know, every day, if you've got someone in your loved one in your life, give them a hug, give them a compliment, tell them how much they mean to you. Even if it's a little compliment every day. When I get up, I hug Donna. When I get up off my chair, I hug Donna. When she makes dinner, I give her a hug. I give her a kiss. I tell her I love her. So, yeah. To me, that's the meaning of life.
Well, I'm going to start off with a simple way for the meaning of life. 42. If you read Douglas Adams, you know exactly what that means. But it's actually the meaning of life. If read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, guys. The 4-book trilogy. But yeah, no, just in all honesty, yeah, I gotta second most of that. The be yourself, because we spend way too much time trying to impress and trying to, like, here we are. We all like movies. Well, like we're like films. This, you know, it's kind of what we like. I recently did a video talking about, like, you know, you don't have to buy all the boutique label releases. Yeah, you don't have to grab everything. Like right now, like I know it was real hard for Malcolm not to buy every one of those carpet editions.
Especially that carpet one.
Yeah, you held back. You held back. I'm impressed. Actually, I am. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very impressed, Malcolm. I really am. But people get too cut up in, like, keeping up the Joneses.
Yeah.
And there we go, right there. Don't sweat the small stuff. Don't even sweat the big stuff, because most of the time, here, look where I'm at right now. I am living in Morocco. I'm Canadian. Did I ever expect that in my 50s that I'd be doing like pretty much starting over a whole new life? Nope. And that could be a stressful thing to do, or it could be a fun thing to do. Make it a fun thing to do. Like everything you do, make it like a new adventure. Have fun with it. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
If something goes right or something goes wrong in my life, and me and Hind are there, and I look over, I turn to Hind, she knows this. I look over and say, "Well, that's another adventure we're going through," and that's usually the way I take. That's the way I take things. Life's an adventure. Sweating to the oldies. There you go, Richard Simmons. Pauly Shore movie coming, man. Darcy is playing Richard Simmons. I'm not joking. That's a real thing. Never thought I'd say that sentence, but yeah.
People, it's funny. It's funny, everybody thought I was going to mention movies, right? I love movies, but I don't think movies are everything. Even though people might think it is, to me, it isn't. Movies are a hobby. They're something that helps me emotionally at times because the thing. But if you said to me tomorrow, in all honesty, if you said to me tomorrow, you could sell every movie you've got, right, and have 20 more years with Donna, I'd get rid of them tomorrow. That's the only. That's because to me, she's my everything.
I like
But I think people. I think the problem with media collecting is this, right? So realistically, not this whole streaming crap and all that stuff, but realistically, right? If you buy a few movies, right? Let's say, for instance, because I know Darth Sidious is a prime example, he buys a few movies, gets them at the prices he feels comfortable with, normally made from a thrift store for a good price because media's very expensive, at times, depending on where you are, in different places and what shops you got near you. Right? So you feel that way, right? So a lot of people, a big collection to a lot of people is probably 100 to 200 discs, right? So when you're like me or you're like you are, where you've got bigger collection, people sometimes feel like you don't have anything else that's meaningful to you because you have that collection, right? My view of that is that collection is a part of what makes you sometimes more interesting because you can have conversations about it. You can share different cultures and different things with people. There's things you learn from movies that you don't always learn from just talking to somebody, right? So yeah, I mean, I've over 1,000, still feel like I'm missing stuff. Exactly. I mean, I hear what.
No matter what you got, I think you always feel like you're missing something.
Yeah.
It's the collector mentality that we got to train ourselves to not focus on that one that's missing, but focus on the ones that are in the collection. I've been so guilty of that.
Yeah. See, the problem is, the thing is, when we live in the world we live in now, we most of the time don't even need to buy movies. We don't. We can find them, right? Stuff like the partner label stuff, let's say like Satan's Core stuff, right? It can be fairly hard to find them, depending on, what do you call it? Because they might not be uploaded somewhere. They might not be like on YouTube. They might be on a site.
Uploaded?
Right?
What does that mean?
Right. So in reality, we don't always need what we buy, but it's always about the quality. Now you can't say that about I love that case.
It is a great case.
Right. You can't always say that though when it comes to things like you buy a Saints Core thing. The quality is meaningless because it might have been upscaled more, but it's still not perfect, But I think what happens is when you're a collector, especially a hardcore collector, and hardcore doesn't mean you have to have 1,000, 100,000, whatever. It just means someone who constantly collects media, right?
Yeah.
Whether that's 1 a week, 10 a week, 50 a week, whatever, right? To me, no collection is better than any other. Unless you have 100 copies of Halloween 2, then you've got an issue. And I'm sure Matt's collection has 180 of them. So. But no, in all seriousness, sorry, mate, I just have to keep moving you on that. I'm sorry. I think the focus is because I watch YouTube, I watch people on YouTube, and people focus too much on the wrong things when it comes to their collections. They really do. You know, they want to show off the collection. Yeah, that's great and all that, right? But when you feel like you have to do it constantly and it's not for the right reasons, like it's not like you're talking about, like for instance, of you, one of the reasons your other videos is because you're talking about the video, you're talking about the movies as well, right?
Oh
You're
yeah,
giving a little bit about,
oh
and
yeah,
that's
because I love the
important.
company, I feel like for me, it's always nice to refresh those because there's always somebody coming in that's never watched my videos before, and they're
Exactly.
going to look at the newer stuff
Exactly.
before they go back. Now that being said, I do get people that come in and they're like commenting on videos from like 8 or 10 years ago, which blows my
Imagine
mind.
that. Somebody comments on a video from 8 years ago and they see you now and they go, wow, he aged in less than an hour.
My God, how did he get
Mhm.
so damn sexy? How did he get that sexy? Uh,
That's what Dolph Ziggler says to me all the time.
uh,
You know,
I can imagine Darth
about
City
you.
does say, "How did I get that sexy?" I can find everything I want online. I don't collect as I think for the most part. Re-releases companies are taking the piss, repackaging any old. Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with that. Like my dad used to say that a lot of the stuff that we find nowadays, that we get excited about and we like ooh and ah over, is stuff that we would have seen in the dollar bin around like 10 years
Oh,
ago.
yeah. Hell, you wouldn't
It's
even seen the short video stuff in the dollar bin. You'd see it in like the 25% bin.
now what about now? I gotta because I can't, I just can't let it go. I got one more. Well, I gotta do one more. If the carpet movie, right, would have came with a free shag, Malcolm, would
I'd
you
have
have had
got it. I would have got it.
it?
But then I probably would have bought 50 copies then, wouldn't I? Because they'd be like, hmm. But no, I think the problem is with these videos. I'll give an example right now. Room at the Top, I think it's called, this old film from the 60s, right? So it came out through BFI in a double play of a booklet. It's been re-released again in a couple of months from Studio Canal. Nobody knows why. Apparently, it's not the same print. Apparently, it's sorry, not a new print. And it's like, why are you releasing this when the BFI is still selling it? Right?
Yeah.
That's the type of thing that annoys me.
Well, I'll give you another example. When Scream Factory put out The Craft on Blu-ray, not the 4K, but they initially put it on Blu-ray first, right? The
Yeah.
Well, and I bought it because I'm a massive fan of The Craft. Oh, nice cover, like a little slip cover and all that type of thing. Exact same print of the Blu-ray that was already out was in the book.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. The Japanese Pinku films. See, this is what annoys me, right? Japanese Pinku films should be appreciated. They should be released with the most incredible coloured covers, with the most beautiful women shining on them. You know, but I'm going to tell you right now, the reason those don't come out is because people like Aaron say no, no to Category 3, no to Pinku films, none of this. I want these films. I want these Todd Slaughter films. We don't want those. We want Pinku
Nay,
films, real films.
nay, I tell you, nay to those category 3.
That's what we want. But they should. In Japan, I bet you could just get them easily. Maybe
You
not
know
with subs, but you could.
you want some Todd Slaughter, man.
I
That's
do.
sexy.
I want that set. I'm waiting for the sale. I'm waiting for the sale in March.
It's a sexy set.
Because I'm
I'm
thinking
hoping
if I get it in the sale in March, it might be like 40
that's my
instead of
birthday
like 59. Your birthday's March. Then why did you?
last March
Your
because it comes
birthday's
out in because it comes out in March. Then she always gets me the wrestling game so that I have it for the month of my birthday because it always comes out the month of my
yeah.
birthday. And she gets me the deluxe. So it's I got the deluxe edition of WWE
So
2K24. So if Malcolm gets it too, we'll be streaming on here.
yes, we'll be
Playing
streaming.
Giallo.
We're hoping. We're hoping. Now, don't keep me on this, guys. But we're hoping we're going to be streaming a lot more, and we're hoping we're going to be releasing a lot more content together.
Yeah.
Because I know Aaron's just been slowly trying to get back into the filming back in Morocco, and and I know it's been a little bit,
but it's we're back here.
So we'll be definitely doing a lot more. It's not like we're disappeared or we're doing a lot less. It's going to get back to it was. It's just a matter of time because Aaron was away a long time, so he wants to see him. He wants to get used to it, the flow. get back in the rhythm. Which I
And
think
there's-
you started doing today with the videos you've been making.
Yeah, I did. Like I said earlier, I did a 2 hour long video for Arrow Films that took around 4.5 hours to make, and we did the podcast, the No Name Wrestling podcast. Chatted for quite a while afterwards, and then
Yeah, we did. How long did we talk to afterwards? Like an hour and a half.
hour and a half at least afterwards. Yeah,
Oh,
till I had to go get something to eat because I thought
and I had to
the
pay.
times was different, right? And I was thinking, okay, man, it's almost time to make the video again, man. I got to go eat real quick, so I ran to get something to eat. Realized there was an hour and a difference between us, so we're actually pretty good. Dude, poor said.
Oh no! I should have bought 5 copies. I could have got 200 quid for them. I like Matty's comment, but if it's released by Canadian National Pictures, back up the truck because you'd buy it.
To be fair, I'm Marrakesh. Actually, I live in Marrakesh, which I love. So I'm in the city, Sammy. I'm a city person, and I'm
Ooh.
also a huge Who Burrows fan. So naked lunch all day long, my friend.
Hey. Awesome. I think this is the one thing about cinema right now is with releases, and this is something that I think is going to be a bit controversial, right? Is we get all these releases from like Satan's Core, we're getting these films from Culture Shock, we're getting films from Dark Force is really nailing it with the things they're getting lately. I don't know if they're nailing it with their 4Ks, but they're getting some good titles that they're going to be working on. So that's pretty cool. So why don't they need to become a partner label? They'll probably actually do better. But, I think there's so many films out there that we need that are from the past that are not released that nobody's heard of, like Japanese ones, Norwegian ones, ones from Sweden, ones from all over Europe, ones from Nigeria, ones from, you name the country, the Philippines. We're finally getting to watch a lot more Indonesian films.
That was one of the beautiful things about Macabre over the years was the world cinema that they would put up.
That's what I like, I want them to, but we need more of that because lately I haven't felt like the world cinema has been that varied. I feel like it's kind of been stuck in the kind of, you know what I mean? I want it to be more my partner as a label for me, if you know what I mean. Oh, yeah. I know what you mean. I just think it's interesting. I just think it's interesting now. There's so much out there. Yeah, if you put all these titles together that get released, and most people probably watch and then they never watch again. Like it's sad waste of discs.
I mean, like that's the thing. Like, where do you decide like exactly what's going to be the real? For me, it's come to the point where I get it's got to be something that I can rewatch. It's got to be something I can actually talk about. That I can like. There has to be reasons. Like when I went to Canada, I had a lot of choices, and you saw them. I showed you pictures, but I only picked a few actual copies of things. Turkish Star Wars, I would buy that one, man. Like day one, I would buy Turkish Star Wars.
Star Wars Christmas special. That's what we need. We need that. I've got the Mike Ranger Star Wars movie.
I want to see some more. I want to see movies that I really. I watched Police Story, by the way, for the Criterion edition release of that, which is so good. I forgot how good that was.
The first one.
Yeah, like the first one.
Maggie Chung is beautiful in that.
She's beautiful.
Do you know, I never appreciated how stunning she was until I watched her recently in a couple of movies, and I was like, yeah, she's so beautiful.
It is.
What about Mars? Mars is great in that as well. The guy who dresses up and pretends to be the thing where he's trying to save him.
So good. That is so. When the mask comes off and he tries to put his hand over his face. I mean, it is such a cool movie. I recommend it to everybody, actually.
Released and Impossible for Online Man Trap is one I'm doing to see, and I'm not, but like the crazy. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll be honest with you, Zammy. I don't mind watching. I don't mind watching those either. I think that you can enjoy watching what you like.
Okay. Yeah.
as long as it's not harmful to people. Like if I put on a movie where people are seriously getting injured and that, then that's a bit weird. But when I say that, I mean like in a kind of negative, kind of evil way.
Yeah.
But if it's in a film and it's something that's I think it's fine. It doesn't matter whether you're whether you go that way or not. It's still entertainment. It's still something you enjoy. I know a guy who used to watch a lot of homosexual, gay, pornos with his girlfriend. And he used to always get her in the mood because she thought he was really manly by watching it with her, and it drove her crazy.
That's
as weird as that might sound to some people are that way.
No, not at all. I mean, like everybody to each their own when it comes to cinema.
Yeah.
And definitely like for me, I'm getting to the point where like it's got to be something I'm going to rewatch. It's got to be something I'm going to rewatch because I have such like more limited space now.
Well, that's the problem. It's all space now, and I disagree with having less physical media when it comes to the cases, because I always want my media to be in separate cases if I can, because I like being able to read each one individually. But I get why.
I was a fan of Rocksteady's Arkham Batman games. So am I excited? But Rocksteady's Suicide Game, it's tomorrow. Nope. I'll be honest with you, Keg. I don't think anybody that I know of like that games and that's in the comics are excited about Rocksteady's like Suicide Game.
I'm really excited. I'm so excited. But when I looked at the thing today and it said, "Oh, you're gonna have 4 people in it," and now when you have 4 people in it, they have to be right next to each other, otherwise they get kicked out, bounce back to you. I was like, "Wow, we live in a world where we're on the PlayStation 5, and we can't go our own ways without it hurting the thing." Do you remember the old games where people walk off the screen and they'd be like, "That's gonna happen"? I'm like, "Oh, sod off," The game looks beautiful. Don't get me wrong, from what I've seen video-wise, but it doesn't look good.
Yeah, I know. I was disappointed. And I'm a big Rocksteady. Like I do like a lot of Rocksteady stuff. The Arkham trilogy. Now, not so much the third one, Arkham Knight. Like had pretty good story, but way too many like sequences. By the way, do you need time to get in that Batmobile again? The first time you get in, you're like, "Oh, it's cool. I'm driving the Batmobile." The 33rd time you're getting in the Batmobile, you're like,
yes. All those bloody doors you had to open, drive through, get out, open the door, drive through, get out, get back in the car, drive through. Oh, jump over ramps to get to the other side, shoot down to pull up the ramp. Oh, come on.
When I get to the point and I'm playing Arkham Knight and it's like, man, if I could only get back to the soothingness of flying through rings on Superman 64, it's not going right.
Yeah, not good. Not good at all. The games I'm most excited for at the minute is I've got Yakuza, the new one. Infinite Wealth. I've got that, so I'm looking forward to playing that. I'm playing for WWE 2K24. I'm looking forward to that. There's a couple of others I'm looking forward to getting, but I just can't remember them right now. It's hard because you see so much crap come into stores now, game-wise. But it just looks like it should be shovelware half the time. But now it's like you forget what you get.
Like I'm excited with 2K24. Obviously, if you bought the digital copy, you got 2K23 if you didn't already have it. And I didn't have it on PS5. Me and your friends on PlayStation 5, so I've been playing.
I know. I'm going to share right now. I see Aaron on there all the time. Right. Been a hardcore gamer, right? And it always says, now this is how you know you're hardcore, PS app. It says on PS app.
On PS app,
yeah. Like, where's the game? I'm like, where's the game? Right.
Does it say it on PS app too? Does it say it on
PS app? It just says you're on the PS app.
Our pro game. And I was trying to decide where to get it. I ended up not getting it.
I've not, Sammy, I've not read that actually.
Oh, that sounds good, actually.
It's a must-read. I'll have a look for that because I won't mind that. Hopefully, it's a really good book.
Yeah, that's right. The Killer Clowns game's coming out.
Oh yeah. Another thing as well, guys, is if you haven't seen Aaron's video, he was at work with his wonderful wife. and he was talking about J horror. I want you to know that's Sam's first ASMR ASMR video. So if you enjoy it, please let me know down below how excited it made you listening to it.
That was an interesting video. Like I was saying, okay, I got to do a quick video. I want to do it like here in the office. She has a really nice office there, and I'm like, okay, I got my own desk here. I can make a video.
I think one of the best bits about that video is when someone knocks on the door and this is you on the thing like this. You're like this. You're like,
like I'm in Kid and Candy Store.
and then you type, "I'm still here, guys. Don't worry," and you're like,
I should do like
oh dear,
some mom.
You should have gone.
Get my little Terrifier thing going on, right? We got coming up on the channel a lot more. I'm trying to think what our next video is. I want to do. There's a couple. There's one I want to do on TV shows, on TV series that we're going to do together. I want to do more live streams. I want to get into more live streams. That. But who going to switch over to Royal Rumble talk and hear about who Braun Breaker replaced in the Rumble match? Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar.
It's every person he knocked out and him getting knocked out were all what Brock was supposed to be.
Well, Dirty Dom was supposed to eliminate Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, because
I think that was going to set up a storyline between them.
Read the 67-page document, Maddie, and you'll know exactly why. You're not.
I'll talk about it because I'm going to tell this right now, guys. When Aaron talked about in the podcast, Aaron felt so distraught from what had been said there, but he just couldn't talk about. The details of like the full-on details.
Yeah, it was disturbing. But we do go into detail as much as we can without going into too much. Our takes, you're definitely gonna get our takes on it. So Maddie, just keep an eye out because I'll be putting up that podcast after this video actually. Because
so you were saying what was coming up on the channel?
Oh yeah, I was actually. So I was literally like I blanked. Because I'm not quite sure. That's one thing we got to talk about. We got to on the Patreon. There's videos coming up. Today I put up another one with you and Dad going on about
the Carry On one, right?
Yeah, Carry On Films, which is the first one actually. But I realized I hadn't downloaded it, so I downloaded that.
One of my best performances in that, guys. Just in case you wonder, with the Carry Ons.
That was a good one. And we talked about some other stuff too. Severance Sleeves recently came up. That was actually as part of that video. There's a bunch more of those to come. We're going to be doing some more versus videos, you versus the Phantom. So I want to get that situated, get some of those filmed. So we'll have that on Patreon. Because I like to get a bit ahead. Have you seen Dangerous Encounters of the First Kind? Amazing Hong Kong film.
Yes. Dangerous Encounters of the First Kind. That is. Are you talking about Dangerous Encounters or Spooky Encounters? Spooky Encounters is the Sammo Hung movie.
Because we will be talking about on the Patreon, because I won't be talking about it in here. I wish I could. YouTube, the Melostine sale. So that's coming up. And we'll be as sales and announcements come up. We'll be back on here live to talk about them. Whether it's an indicator sale, whether it's a new Arrow sale release, the Criterion releases. I'm going to want to try and get a whole bunch of of content. And I do like the live streams. Like we go back and forth with those, as well as you're going to see some shorter form content as well coming on here, and we can enjoy some of that and Arrow Video. I've started a new series basically where I talk about different labels and go through my entire titles on the labels. It's a refresher on what I did before, but in a new way. So we'll be getting a bunch more of that, and I want to do some reviews too. So I'm tempted to have us do another franchise, and have you and Dad like suffer like you did.
Oh,
Figuring
we can
out,
do that.
have some fun with that.
We can do that. And just in case people wonder, maybe in the next few months, there might be a different background behind me. So,
Ooh, keep an eye for that.
so maybe.
Jail cell.
Keep an eye out for that.
Jail cell.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. The way I talk on here with the things that come out of my mouth. I'm like, hey, we're going to be arrested in YouTube jail.
I will be doing a Delirium video with the new Delirium magazine coming out. So we're going to try and do that as well.
Is that with Benay?
But yeah, and you're always welcome to come in for that one.
Yeah, I'll come in for it. If he's okay with it, I'll come in for it.
Yeah, he mentioned it.
Oh, okay, cool. Then yeah, I'm in for that.
But yeah, and as I discover more cinema as we go through, we'll be looking at some different stuff. I would love to dive into one of the really cheesy, cheap franchises.
We can do
Maybe
that.
David Sterling type thing, and
Sure.
bring on the pain. And I
As
would
much as I joke, and as much as these things drive me crazy, I'll never turn down any cinematic experience.
that's the
Because
thing,
I
and
think it's important.
eventually, I would like us to do like a kind of a watch along with people, and maybe do
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
But I
would be
bust
good.
welcome to jail. Wouldn't be the first. Well, as you know, being the rough and tough, like macho dude that I am, I would totally do that.
Yeah. What would that? But I can see it now. I can see there's me in jail. I'll call Aaron up and go, you need to help me. The live's going on in 2 minutes. You're not here. Yeah, I'm in jail. I'm in jail, Aaron. Puts down the phone and he goes, hold on a minute. Oh, I've left him there for like 28 hours.
That's it.
I think nearly anyone would burst me out of jail. To be honest, I'd be like the characters of Red Dead Redemption. There'd be like a whole row of people breaking in.
I want to, yeah. All you have to do is say, I like Halloween Resurrection, and people be like, we need to save that man.
As long as it's not Halloween Ends.
Well, then it's almost that's God tier when you like Halloween Ends.
Oh, how about playing a way out? And you know what, Keggy? I said to Aaron, and I did say this to Alex as well at one point, was there are a few co-op games when we could play. So if Aaron wanted to do that, we could.
Actually, it might be an idea. Well, there's a couple that we can do, especially if they're on like the PS Premium, which I have that.
It's not that bad either. I will say this: I know some of them are on PlayStation Plus, on the premium. The ones that aren't, for the most part, I know when they're go on sale really cheap now because they've been out quite a while.
I won't buy premium again.
I told you premium was a waste.
It's okay. I'm glad I got it because it lets me, where I didn't have PlayStation before, I can sample the stuff that's there, but I'll just get like the regular, the cheapest version plus, and I'll
that's what I do now. Actually, I haven't got PlayStation Plus at the minute. I don't think.
Are you going to play games with me? Because you need to be able to play.
I'll just get it. I'll just get it. And way out is amazing. You can only play up 2 players. You know what? I'll tell you what, Keggy. Me and Aaron, right? Because I know Aaron wants to do the GM mode, right? On WK24. How about this? All right, because GM mode, the game comes out, doesn't it? Early March.
If you're getting the deluxe edition like me, it's going to be March 5th. If you get
March 5th. Okay, so let's do it this way, right? Let's. What about the Alien game? I know Malcolm's opinion on Aliens is no, but the game is fun as hell. It has co-op mode.
Is that Isolation?
No, it's not Isolation. I think it's the new one, Firestorm. That game, I've watched people play that game, and it's fun, but it's hard. You know,
Like
they don't bother me, but when you're gaming, you might want to be in a more relaxed kind of zone where you're kind of, you know what I mean, if you're streaming.
yeah, like for me, like just starting out, like for GM mode one, it's not hard,
Yeah,
and we can chat back and forth, and
yeah,
we like just because if guys like even if you don't have to like wrestling to watch like anybody that's ever watched a Twitch stream knows that it's very rarely about the game, which is great if you're into the
yeah,
game. It's more about like the
yeah,
conversation that goes on within there.
yeah. I mean, as a
So,
guy who's done gaming streams before, I can tell you that certain games are some certain games are way too bad to play in streams because they go a bit too fast. Maybe after you get used to it a bit, maybe after we do like Tower 2 and that maybe and the 2K game, Jim, and you feel more relaxed with it, maybe we could try it. But
yeah, and I would like to stream some other stuff, like some kind of fun ones. Eventually, what I want to do once we get it all worked out.
take care,
Thank
dude.
you.
Have a good
Yeah,
evening.
have a great evening, dude. Is like maybe like with some of our patrons, we'll do like kind of a game hang type thing. We can play some game together.
Yeah.
Pick like a multiplayer.
Maybe at some point we could all play something like Texas Chainsaw or something.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, dude, you've been awesome tonight. Thanks.
Amazing.
Yeah. Maybe we could play something like that where we could get a nice team of people together if they wanted to. But I think what we need to do if we're gaming is we need to start off slow, basically. Do the Geon mode, do a couple of co-op games, see where we want to go from there. If the streams are doing well, do you know what I mean?
So
Go
because
from
we'll be
there.
streaming these on YouTube because it's PlayStation, but I'm also going to try and see if I can stream on YouTube and PlayStation Plus as well.
Yeah.
And then and Twitch as well. Because right now I have pretty much no viewers on my Twitch channel, which is like Aaron sucks at games.
Well, that's the main reason why we need to take it slow as well, because your screen now.
So it's true. Crossplay, yeah, it's true. Crossplay happens on a lot of games nowadays, so it's not usually an issue so much anymore when it comes to that type of stuff.
So I reckon that's what we should do. We should start off slow. Maybe this is going to sound really ridiculous, right? But kind of build up the confidence into it. You know what I mean? Get used to the dynamics and stuff with the doing the gaming and talking kind of thing. And then once we're used to, we know what thing, we can then maybe think about maybe doing the Patreon thing with some patrons.
Yeah, like because we've thought about actually starting up a separate Patreon for like a kind of for the podcast and game streaming. So
that's quite good. That's quite good, Keggy. Actually, I think you do better on YouTube streaming games as people want a more intelligent approach to gaming. You could bring it.
Thank you, and that's why I bought the PlayStation 5. Not a lot of people are aware of that. Malcolm is actually that it's a lot easier to stream like games with the PlayStation 5 than it is on YouTube than it is with the Xbox, because the Xbox has to go through.
What you need to do, what Aaron needs to focus on is he needs to change the intro to the cult of cinema and the hunk of YouTube.
But that is then I don't have to change anything.
No, no, that's me.
And
I know what Aaron would do, right? He'll remake it and then have the cult of cinema. So it'd be like James Patterson's name, cult of cinema like this. And then May December, Malcolm like tiny ones.
it'd be like the Pink in that Pink in the Brain episode.
Yeah, just like that. Oh god! But yeah, there's a lot coming this year, I would say. It'll be in a few months. In a few months, right? It'll be my anniversary of being on this channel.
It will be actually. So we'll celebrate that with the sexy part.
Yeah, Aaron's gonna dance on that day and on the chat probably fall off and
We've already
Yeah.
seen. I've already made this house shake, so let's not go there again.
Yep.
Everybody, I want to thanks everybody for coming in. Thank Malcolm for joining me here today. I gotta go before my better half comes home and she realizes, hey, you're still you too. But luckily, I did the letter, so I was a good boy today.
Sure.
Thank you,
Hey,
guys.
did the letter.
Did the letter. Always fun stuff. But yeah, it's all I can say right now is I'm excited about the Spanish horror, but man, we got a lot of material out of the carpet. Had to go there.
Oh dear. You know, put a rug in it.
Oh, there we go. Have a great evening,
Oh,
guys. And I will, as you wish.
hey, Gino.
Gino, man, you're coming in right at the end. Have a great evening, guys, and we will see you soon.
Take care, guys.